Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/guideustv1. Join us on Google Plus, plus.google.com/plus-guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv, and add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV. Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. ولقد آتينا لقمان الحكمة أن اشكر لله ومن يشكر فإنما يشكر لنفسه ومن كفر فإن الله غني حميد. وإذ قال لقمان لابنه وهو يعظه يا بني لا تشرك بالله إن الشرك لظلم عظيم. ووصينا الإنسان بوالديه حملته أمه وهنا على وهن وفصاله في عامين أن اشكر لي ولوالديك إلي المصير. وإن جاهداك على أن تشرك بي ما ليس لك به علم فلا تطعهما وصاحبهما في الدنيا معروفا واتبع سبيل من أناب إلي ثم إلي مرجعكم فأنبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. يا بني إنها إن تك مثقال حبة من خردل فتكن في صخرة أو في السماوات أو في الأرض يأت بها الله إن الله لطيف خبير. يا بني أقم الصلاة وأمر بالمعروف وانه عن المنكر واصبر على ما أصابك إن ذلك من عزم الأمور. ولا تصعر خدك للناس ولا تمش في الأرض مرحا إن الله لا يحب كل مختال فخور.
So inshallah ta'ala, now we're going to have a brief presentation bi'idhnillah ta'ala from the board members of the Quba Masjid bi'idhnillah ta'ala right here in Herndon, Virginia. That's the city, right? Sterling, Virginia. I'm horrible with cities. So without any further ado, inshallah ta'ala, one of our dear board members is going to come and present, inshallah ta'ala. So while we're waiting, Bismillah ta'ala, they're coming up forth, inshallah ta'ala. Barakallah. Ready?
Can I hold this mic in my hand? Or?
Come take a seat here, inshallah.
Because I want to see the... Was that, is the presentation here? Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Before we start our presentation, I would like to give the mic for 2 minutes to Brother Ibrahim Muiz. He's an attorney in Loudoun County, and he's running for Loudoun County Board of Supervisors. And you know this school, Quba Center, is located in Loudoun County, and we need all the help from our Muslim brothers when they run and they become part of the Loudoun County Board of Supervisors. So I give a mic to him for 2 minutes. And of course, we are a 501c organization. We don't endorse anyone, but he requested to come, and we allow him to come, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As mentioned, my name is Ibrahim Muiz, and I'm running to become the Loudoun County Board of Supervisor from the Sterling District. This masjid and the school is within the Sterling District. And you know you're in the Sterling District when you see really old buildings, you see old schools, you see old police stations, and you see new storage units. You know you're outside of Sterling when you see data centers. This is why I am running. I believe we need a plan for the growth in Loudoun County, and I believe we need a focus on the Sterling District. Sterling is one of the oldest districts here in Loudoun County. I have resided here for 9 years. I have been in Virginia for over 16 years. There's a lot of familiar faces that are here that I've seen when I first moved here from Michigan in 2003. And I grew up in a town called Flint, Michigan. So Flint, Michigan has made the news not for the greatest reasons, but we know Flint is the model for ineffective government, for unsustainable growth, and for leaving the minorities behind. And as you see the flight happen here in Loudoun County towards the periphery, towards the west, we are seeing the minorities getting left behind here in Sterling. Sterling and Leesburg are two areas that are very heavily minority populated. Sterling has a 35% Hispanic community and a 14% South Asian community. So there are minorities here, and as new facilities are built for the people that are leaving, they're getting newer facilities, nice and shiny, nice things, and they're taking the best of our teachers. So I want to fight. I want to fight for Sterling. I want to fight for Loudoun County. As mentioned, I am an attorney, and I do a lot of sustainable growth for businesses. I want to bring that to the county level and think about and ask the tough questions to the developers, to the data centers that are going to go up, to the 38 new schools they're saying over the next 20 years we're going to have. We're going to lose a lot of good people as they continue to go out west. And we want to be able to keep the brains here in Sterling, in the Sterling District. I'm a father of 3 beautiful daughters, and I want to make sure that we are leaving a legacy behind. Right? We heard in the verses that were recited earlier about the advice that was given from Luqman to his son. Right? He said to be grateful. He said to be, and he was the wise. Right? If we listen to what was done, it was to make a difference. And that is what I am trying to do. I believe I am the better candidate. I believe I'm the best candidate that is running for this position because of the experiences that I have, because of the education that I have, and because I have had the ability of living throughout the world. And I understand that our most local problems, we can apply global solutions to them. There is a primary on June 11th, and I will need everyone who lives in the Sterling District to vote. If you can vote now, there's absentee voting. Get out and vote now. It's a week after Eid, so you might be traveling. So make sure you have a plan for that right now. If you have a relative or a friend that lives in Sterling, please encourage them to get out and vote. I'll stop here with that. Jazakallahu khairan. And again, if you have any questions, myself and Zahir, he's wearing a Moise for Loudon shirt. We'll take your questions. You'll see me around. And I love this, and I was talking to the brothers earlier. This is what Sterling is losing and Loudoun County is losing, that sense of community. When I walked in here, I felt like I was back in my hometown masjid in Michigan, right? The youth, the adults are all in one room. Everyone's eating iftar together. And this is, again, one of my plans that I have to bring at that county level is bring that sense of community back, so we know our police officers, so we know our firefighters, and so we know everyone, so we're not afraid as minorities to call upon them when we need them. June 11th is the big day. Again, my name is Ibrahim Mu'izz, and I'm running to become your supervisor. Jazakallahu khairan wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
No, we continue our program, please. No. MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. Now we'll start our presentation with a brief video that we prepared for Quba. Our brother Tamir, he's a professional director, and he helped us with this video. So please run the video.
In the evenings, my husband and I are the first to make our nikah here. Started the Quran program Monday through Thursday.
As a place of worship, we offer Jum'ah prayer. In Ramadan, we do offer Taraweeh prayers.
Just started the Quran program Monday through Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30 in the evenings. My husband and I are the first to make our nikah here.
Eid festivals, Eid al-Fitr and Adha festivals. And alhamdulillah, people come, they have barbecue, they play, and they have a great time.
My name is Abdurrahman Idris. I'm the chairman of the board of Quba Center. Quba Center is an Islamic education center as well as it's a place of worship. We see Muslims having their Jum'ah prayer in hotels. We see in other schools, kids are in waiting list. Quba Center was established in a response to high demand in the Muslim community area. The Muslim population in Northern Virginia is growing very fast.
My name is Carmen Krisha. I'm a Muslim. I live here locally in Sterling, Virginia. Here in Sterling, Virginia, we are a new center for the community as the Muslim population is growing.
I'm Khurram Mahmood. I am the treasurer of the Quba Center board. Quba Center is an education community center. It is a community project, and we strive to provide services to the community that are needed and that are top quality.
We consider ourselves as a center that is friendly to family and children. So we are a community center.
That's our main goal. We want to be able to provide education that you get at public schools, but with an Islamic perspective. This year, we're starting our preschool and elementary school program.
We focus here on our young children, ages from 4 up to the 5th grade.
And our vision over the next 3 to 5 years is to have full preschool all the way to 5th grade, inshallah. Also this year, we're starting our Quran evening and weekends program.
I have an 8-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter who have just started their Quran program Monday through Thursday from 4:30 to 6:30 in the evenings, and it has been something that has been transforming for them. This is the first opportunity that they have been doing Quran in a school that they are excited about coming to. They really enjoy the teacher and just being in the Quba Center itself.
We want to offer leadership programs to the community. We want to offer IT classes as well as regular Islamic classes such as Seerah, Companions of the Prophet, Halakat, Tafsir, Hadith, all that.
It is a place that I feel safe taking them there to, very welcoming, coming from a bigger community into the Quba Center it's a newer community, and it was very welcoming to us as a new member, and our children love it.
So please support Quba Center, please join us, please give us your time, please register for our programs and join our services. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Can I ask Sheikh Abdul Rahman, can we get the presentation view going on the screen, please? So as we're pulling that up, I wanted to quickly just make sure everyone is aware of the team. So the team, the board is Sheikh Abdul Rahman Idris, Sheikh Abdul Rahman Al-Ridi, Brother Adil, Brother Asim, Muhammad Zahar. Please pray for him. His son is in the actually hospital. He had an appendix surgery emergency, so he's not here with us today. I wanted to quickly just mention that we do have our preschool and kindergarten as well as second and third grade starting. So you guys can go online and get more information, but I wanted to just point out the differentiation that it's not another homeschooling program. We're trying to focus on quality education. So while it is an Islamic center, we are using the Virginia state-approved curriculum, and I'm sure I'll be talking a lot with Brother Ibrahim, so he can help us with some of the things we're trying to do. But the idea is that the second, third grade, and kindergarten is using Virginia state-approved curriculum. So the same curriculum you get in public school, you will get here, inshallah. Before we jump into Yusuf Estes's speech, I wanted to quickly go through some financials. So with the help of your generous support, last year when we did the fundraiser, we had about 36,000. The year before that, by the way, we had much more, but this was our last year, we had 36,000. And one of our main principles as an institution is that we are a 501c3 organization. The entire board is volunteer. We want to make sure our financials are as transparent as possible. So if you guys have any questions, you should be able to ask us. If you guys feel like some money is being spent in the wrong way, in an extravagant way, you should be able to ask us those questions. We want the community to be involved, and that means we are open to questions. So I want to talk about how we spent the last year, the $36,000, and plus we had other donations throughout the year. The majority of the expenses were spent on the rent, $21,000. Out of the $21,000, $16,000 was upfront rent paid for this building, about a few months worth of rent. The rest of the $4,000 or $5,000 was the year that we left the Acacia Lane location, and then we were renting a few places the last 10 months. So that was the biggest chunk. The other biggest chunk was day one furnishing, $6,000. However, the facility you're sitting in is not just $6,000. It's almost $30,000 spent on this facility. And again, it wasn't spent on extravagance items, right? The mihrab I'm sitting in was volunteered. We only paid for the wood. A brother came and he said, hey, I'll make the mihrab. Carpet, we had a donor. So almost 80% of all furnishings you see here, the sound system, the security system, the carpet, donation boxes, shoe shelf, bookshelves, 80% of all of that was donated fresh in the last month, 2 months. So that shows that the community is excited about the project. That shows the community is involved. And the other 20%, $6,000, we spent from your donation money. The other $5,700 we spent on Ramadan activities last year, as well as 2 Eid picnics we did, Eid al-Fitr and Adha. I'm sure a lot of you were there. And the other $3,000 we spent on miscellaneous, such as storage that we rent, and grocery items, and few technology and all that. So the whole idea of this slide is that we will, and it's not like we're small right now, we're doing this. Inshallah, when we grow and our budget is in the hundreds of thousands and close to $1 million, we want to be able to present to you the same level of details, inshallah. Our upcoming revenue and expenses equation, I just wanted to share with you before I handed the mic over to Yusuf Estes. Inshallah, we are starting the preschool, pre-K, and second, third program. We have Quran evening and weekend program. We're not fully registered yet. However, there's a lot of interest. Our preschool, pre-K is almost 90% filled up, but that's not going to start until September. The Quran program is just ramping up. So our revenue, the way it's going to come out after our classes are full, is going to be around $17,000. And our expenses, including salaries and rent and everything, is going to be around $20,000. So we are running about a $4,000 deficit. But since we're not going to ramp up to capacity day one, our deficit is not 36. Our deficit is going to be about 60,000 annually. So we are trying to get some help in that deficit. The other budget item that we have is the community services that you guys receive. So when you guys come for Fajr potluck, or when you guys come to the Eid picnic, or when you guys come to the Durus, or halakat, and pizza is served, or all those things. A lot of that stuff is potluck, but a lot of that stuff also comes from your donations. So we want to make sure we keep providing the community services. So if we keep doing the picnics, we keep doing the family nights, we want to start a youth program. We do have an annual budget for $30,000 for that. So all in all, our fundraising goal today is approximately $180,000. Now the number does sound big, but we want to aspire to be an institution who can serve you for the rest of the year without coming out for donations. So how the number breaks down is that our operational cost deficit annually, $60,000. We want to furnish the preschool pre-K room as well as the elementary grade. We want to furnish it with good furniture, walls that are whiteboards. We want to give our second and third grade students individual laptops the way Loudoun County Public School does. And we want to be able to take them to a few events. In our community, we have always heard that Islamic centers do not have the right quality education. Well, a lot of it depends on the money we put into it. So we are willing to go out and get quality equipment, get quality teachers, but we do need your support. And we still follow our principle of not going extravagant. So, alhamdulillah, we have Sheikh Asim, who's always looking for auctions in Virginia State. And you won't believe that the TV you're looking at right now was almost like $400, right? So we're always looking for bargain equipment so we can spend your money in the right way. The other biggest component is $40,000 of zakah money. So I know a lot of you are probably trying to get zakah out right now. I'm not saying all of it should come to Quba Center. You should diversify. But we do have in the Sterling area, in the Ashburn area, a lot of families who live below the poverty line. I have seen those applications last year. They're literally families living in about $20,000, $30,000 a year, right? They're living on food stamps. They're living on other assistance. They want to put their kids into Islamic education programs. They're forced to send their kids to public school sometimes. If you give your zakah to Quba Center, we have a financial aid program where we review the applications, we get everyone's tax returns, expenses, everything, and we approve them through that process. And only then do we give them your zakah money. So that's another program you can put your money towards. We do want to also put $35,000 towards community service that you heard, the halakat, the durus, the picnics. And then there's another category called waqf investment. Again, we want to reduce the dependency on donations. So next year, when we come to you, we don't want to come with a 180,000 goal. We want to come with a lower goal. How do we do that? Well, if you give us some money explicitly to say that, hey, I'm okay with you investing this money in the name of Quba Center towards an investment. It may be a halal mutual fund, it may be a real estate, it may be a Turkic business, whatever that is. We will keep you updated for that, but we want to take your money and double it, triple it, so that we use that money back into the institution. So that's that amount for the waqf investment. I'm sure a lot of the bright minds, entrepreneurs are sitting here, and we want to work with them to invest that money. that's all I had from a financial update perspective. I wanted to turn the mic over to Yusuf Estes, Sheikh Yusuf Estes, and then he can essentially talk to you about how he thinks our project fits into the broader vision of an Islamic youth identity, Islamic identity in today's America. Assalamu alaikum.
Here are some ways to get Guidus TV. Via satellite on Galaxy 19 FTA. At this satellite frequency, transponder rate 5, frequency 11836 MHz, polarity vertical, symbol rate 20770, FEC 3/4, channel ID, Guide US TV. You can also download the app to your smartphone. Available for iPhones from the App Store, for Android on Google Play. And now Guidus TV is available on Roku. Get guided with Guidus TV. Here are some ways to get Guidus TV. Via satellite on Galaxy 19 FTA. At this satellite.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Huwa alladhi jalna Muslimin. We say all the praises to the one who made us Muslim. Alhamdulillah. And it's a great chance to be with all of you tonight. And I'm so happy to have a chance to come back to Virginia. Alhamdulillah. We're in Virginia, right? Okay. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We said, and it's on the website, and I'm going to tell you about that just in a second, but we said that we were going to start out explaining what this is. This is all about fund raising. So we want to raise some fund and at the same time give everybody a chance worldwide to help us with this project. The project that we're talking about, in simple terms, is a place for human beings to come and get the proper kind of education in the proper kind of environment to enjoy and feel secure. And in order to get everybody on the same page with us right now, I'd let you know, maybe you didn't realize this, but this is an international broadcast that's going on right this minute. We're broadcasting this all around the world. We're also broadcasting it in Canada and in the United States on our satellite. And we're broadcasting this on our websites, social media, and the free apps for the phones. So those of you that have your app, your phones, I'm going to give you the way to get the app for it right now. Pull out your phones real quick and let's do that. You got 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, you got your phone in your hand. And while you got it there, you know what? Send me a text message. Let's start with that. Everybody knows how to send a text message, right? Okay, what's the name of the place where we are right now? Don't say Cuba, okay? Don't say that. Cuba. Cuba. And think Cuba, okay? Because you're in a very cool place, all right? Cuba. Q-U-B-A. Send those 4 letters, Q-U-B-A, to me in a text right now. You want me to give you the number? Ready? 71777. That's the text number to send me the word Cuba. And the first one who can make a donation will get the reward for all of the ones who follow after that. Here's what's going to happen. When you send this word Cuba to 71777, we're going to send you back a link. So get the link, click it. Now on my phone it says maybe they're going to charge you. No, it's not going to charge you for that. You click it, and then when you go to the page, you'll see this event, what we're doing here tonight. Now, I want you to be able to get reward for this, so there's another thing I'd like for you to do. Make a note of what's called the link. The link itself, you can send it. We'll send you the link. You can see it on your phone. you can send that to your friends who couldn't be here tonight, so they can tune in and watch. Well, actually see the pictures that we took, and they can donate, and you'll get the reward for that and take nothing away from them. So let's be real clear about what this is. This is about fun, duh, and we want to make sure that we raise sufficient amount to make it all happen. Okay? And that person you just saw snatch this off the table is our brother. Okay, so you got the number. Everybody got the number? Did you do it yet? Who's still trying to figure out how to open their phone? Anybody? Okay, good. So again, you're going to send the word Cuba, Q-U-B-A, to 71777. You can choose the amount that you want to donate. You can choose how you want to do it. Maybe you would like to do it every month. If you put down $1 million, do you have to spell the million out for them, or can they just click it?
Put a 1 and keep putting zeros till I say stop.
Okay, our technician said just put a 1 and keep putting zeros until he says stop, okay? And then send that, and do it monthly. That'll be even better.
Make sure to share it. That's the number one thing, that they share it.
Share it, yes. And by the way, maybe you didn't know this, but I'm going to tell you about something that happened recently. Just in the last few months, we were doing a fundraiser for an organization, but we kept insisting on share, share, share. And the actual people at home did it. And we were able to raise more online than they raised at the event. Because we have people watching this all over the world. We have millions of people watching this right now. And we have less than that number right here in this room, but it's pretty crowded. Is that right? Yeah. So alhamdulillah. Now we got that straightened out. We're going to move forward with our program. I just wanted you to have this. Did anybody here actually click it? Who donated already? Somebody did. I already saw it. Somebody did something. Oh, you want to be unanimous? Unanimous? Omnibus? Okay, never mind. Alhamdulillah. So you don't want to show off. I got that. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So in our program tonight, what we wanted to do is certainly to have some fun, but at the same time make sure that everybody understood that this is a grand opportunity right here for the folks that live here. One of the problems that we've been sharing with everybody is how we're going to help our children stay in faith. Because around the world right now, there are people who are leaving their faith. Christians are leaving Christianity. Jews are leaving Judaism. Hindus are leaving Hinduism. People from all walks of life, in every single faith you can think of, you have people leaving. The only faith group that's growing is Islam. The only one that's growing by leaps and bounds, by the way, is Islam. If I stop right there, I'm not giving you a true picture, though. That's true what I said, but listen carefully. The reason it's growing is because we have more people coming into Islam from the other religions than we do people leaving. But we do have people who leave Islam on a daily basis. Why? Why would anybody choose to leave the faith of Islam? Why? And I've talked to them and asked them why. When I listen to what they're saying, I realize that they never even understood from day one what Islam is really all about. When a Muslim tells me I don't want to be associated with terrorism, I'm like, huh? When a Muslim girl takes off her hijab and tells me I don't see any purpose in it, I don't want to be oppressed, I'm like, what? So this means from the beginning, maybe even in their home, they weren't getting the right message. What is Islam? Let's look at that. In today's program, we had a couple of Jummahs actually, we talked about some of the words that are misrepresented in the translations from Lughat Arabiya to the English. From Arabic to English, there's a lot of things that are lost. So if you're raising your children, telling them, read the Quran, and you give it to them in English language, you have not done them a fair service. You haven't. And if you yourself are reading it in translation, I'm sorry, but you're missing a lot. The Quran was revealed in what language? Arabic. And at one time, it was the number one language in the known world of that time. It was. And what's happened? The more you know about Islam, real Islam, from the sources, the more you're convinced that not only that it's true, but it's the best way of life for a human being. But if you don't know what it is, So this is why it's critical and it's important to put our children in facilities like this where you have real instructors who understand both the Arabic, the English, and above all, the concept of what Islam is, what it teaches, what it preaches. All right. Now, let's talk about what the word Islam actually really means. If we go to a Muslim, average Muslim on the street, and go, hey, you a Muslim? Yeah. What's Islam? Brother, Islam is peace. Have you seen this? Islam is peace, brother. You know what's wrong with that? From the beginning, I didn't like this. You know why? The peace sign of Islam is this. God is one, not two. Sorry. One. Allah is one. This is known from the earlier revelations. Even before the Quran, Almighty Allah, He revealed the Bible, the Old Testament, Torah, the Psalms, Zabur, the New Testament, Injil, and in it He constantly is saying to us, one, one, one. But it's not a difficult proposition. It's one. The first thing you learn in numbers is one. Everybody hold up one finger. There you go. Now, I call this the international peace sign for the Muslims. Why? Because when somebody said Islam is peace, they're not wrong, but they didn't give you the whole picture. They're giving you a small part of the picture. Because Allah, God Almighty, He has what's called characteristics, not personalities, okay? This is different from the Trinity. We don't say God has this personality this day and another personality another day. No, no, no. All at the same time. Allah, He is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Al-Qudus, As-Salam. He has these qualities, 99 that we know of, right? Called Asma wa Sifat. This qualities of Allah, characteristics. So one of them is Salam. And Salam, everybody knows that, peace. In the Hebrew language, we say Shalom. Shalom, Salam. Same exact thing. It's just a different pronunciation of the same word. So Salam is Allah. He is the peace. As-salam. Allahumma antas salam wa minka salam. We say that after every prayer. You are the peace, and from you comes the peace. Right? So this why, and Allah is one. I'm holding up one finger. One God, one way, and He is as-salam. All right. So that's why I said it's the international peace sign. But how does it apply to Islam? And it does. Islam is a noun that comes from a verb. Most all of the words in the Arabic language have a verb or action you can refer to, and all of them have a root that you can go to. 2 or 3 letters, and you'll find these roots. It's an amazing language, really. Hebrew used to be the same way at one time, but they've lost a lot of the meanings of some of the roots. In any case, to come back to this, the verb is called aslama. Aslama. This is the action. This is the verb. And it comes from the same root as salam. Sin, lam, mim. Sim. And if you said, okay, how come I'm sitting here listening to all of this rhetoric about the etymology of words? Because it's important, because the next part, what I'm going to tell you. Pay close attention. There's no word in the English language that you can translate the word aslama into. You can't do it. Because the Arabic is far too rich. And in order to really present it, you've got to have at least 5, maybe 7 words, all at the same time together from English. And not only that, you need a paragraph to explain it. And that's on the minimum. So this is why a translator, instead of putting all of this down, each time it mentions Islam in the Quran, they just say Islam. But to be fair, and we have to be fair, you don't have a fair translation if you didn't translate everything. The word Islam, is that Arabic or English? It's Arabic. So why, when you're reading this, everything says Islam? Why we don't get the meaning? Because if the children knew the meaning, if the news people, if the media, if the social media knew what the word means, what do you think? They wouldn't be able to get away with what they're doing. And the children would be more rightly guided. Stop and think. Look at the first and foremost word that I'm going to give you for this meaning, but keep in mind, all of them are important to have at the same time. First word is surrender. Surrender. First word. You're looking at me like, huh? Okay. Surrender. Okay, do it like this. Put up your hands. Do keep in mind we're on international television. Put up your hands. All right. Now, go like this at the top. Put them together. Okay, now smile. And you're ready for airport security. You got that. All right. So surrender is the first word. A complete and total sweet surrender to Almighty God. But that's not the end. In fact, that's just the beginning. The next word is submission. To submit completely and totally to Almighty God. Then the third word, obedience. You have to obey all of the commandments to the best of your ability. You'll make mistakes. Of course, we all do that. That's why you're alive. You're alive just to make mistakes. Did you know that? Islam is teaching you that. You're alive. God gave you the ability to make mistakes. You know why? It's not important about the mistake, it's what you do afterwards. Because if you go back to God and ask Him to forgive you personally, direct connect, salah, 5 times a day. This is what we're supposed to be doing to make our connection with our Lord to be forgiven. You don't have to go to a rock and say, oh rock, please forgive me. It doesn't work like that. You don't go to a statue. You don't go to something that you made or something that you pulled out of the creation of Allah and then pray to it and ask it to forgive you, because it won't work. We don't pray to human beings. We don't pray to people because they're like us. Anybody that walked on this earth, you don't need to pray to them. Okay? You got that? It's not going to work. Because you are going to be held to account for everything you did. Nobody going to step in for you. All right? Now, I know a lot of the Christians are going, oh, no, wait a minute. All right. You'll find this in your Bible if you read it without somebody telling you how to think. Let your own brain work for you once. Okay? Open the book and just read what it says. And you think about it. Same for the Quran. But the advantage Muslims have over everybody else, we still have the original book. So we know exactly what God said, not dealing with somebody else telling us what it means. And that's what a translator is doing. He's telling you what it means to him or her. True? That's what they're doing. So they're more of an interpreter than a translator. Anyway, let's go back to the words. We have surrender, submission, and obey. The next one I like to bring forward is sincerity. We're not even done, but I want to take this chance to tell you about this word sincerity. What is sincerity? This is coming from the heart. Sincere. This is coming from your heart. It's what you want to do. You'd have no power. There's no such thing in Islam about willpower. Forget that. Willpower means you could make something happen that's even unnatural. Like from your will, you're going to put a new Lamborghini out in the parking lot and the keys are in it and it's got my name on the title, by the way. I like that. And yeah, and it's never going to run out of gas. Duh. And if you said, well, that's stupid. Yeah, it is stupid. Anybody that thinks they got willpower, it's not too bright. What you have is choices. Almighty God has given you so many choices. And some of the choices that you make, you'll get to do it. And some you won't. Because His will always takes precedent over your choice. Does it make sense? Yeah, that's the easiest way to explain what this qadr is about. But then, now let's talk about the other folks out here who are attacking Islam, saying stuff, Islamic terrorism. You go up to the average person on the street, they don't know. They've just been indoctrinated by the television, the media. So, finish this sentence for me. Finish this sentence for me. He asked this, a non-Muslim, to finish the sentence. All Muslims are, what do you think they're going to say? Very nice people. No. Handsome? Well, beautiful? Maybe not. The word Muslim comes from the word Islam. One who does something to put mu in front of it. Let me hear you say moo. Louder. Now, somebody sound like a cow. Oh, sorry. Anyway, so mu Islam or Muslim, how could it be? How could it be that somebody is a terrorist? Because you just got through saying he's in surrender to God. He's in submission to the commandments and he's obeying the commandments. And the commandments, this is not a new religion. It's just a revival of the original religion that came with Adam, Abraham, Moses, David, Suleiman, Jesus Christ, peace and blessing be upon all of them, and of course Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Subhanallah. What are the commandments? What's the first commandment? God is one. Don't worship any other God beside God. Duh. Number 2, no images, no statues. Number 3, don't take God's name in vain. Number 4, keep the Sabbath. The Sabbath, what is Sabbath? Or in the translation it said Sabbath. What does it mean? The 7th day. Sabbath is 7. In Arabic language, 7. Hebrew language, Sabbath, 7. 7th day is Saturday. Whoops. That's why some Christians don't go to church on Sunday. They go on Saturday, called Seventh-day Adventists. Anyway, it's beside the point. The next says clearly, now we're at the 5th commandment. Imagine. Honor your mother and your father. Tonight we heard from the Quran itself about Surah Luqman. Surah Luqman is dealing with the subject. It's number 31 if you go by the numbers like I do. Verses 12 through 19. Dealing with the subject of what Luqman, who was bestowed wisdom by our Creator, the God of everything, gave hikmah, wisdom to him. And look what he's saying. The first thing that he says to his son, giving his son advice with this hikmah. First thing he said, worship God alone without any partners. Wow. And then right after that, take care of your parents. Whoa. And this is a parent. He put God first. He didn't put himself first. You catch that? I love that. So now we're learning that the Quran is structuring things for us in the proper way. God first. Because then he goes on to say, you obey your parents and everything except if they want you to worship something other than Allah. Duh. How cool is this? Now, if I'm going to give my heart and mind over to my Creator, which makes sense, if I'm going to choose to do that from my heart, this is called sincerity, right? How could I be a sincere person about it if I was forced? Did you hear that Islam spread by the sword? How do you spread sincerity by force? Forced sincerity is an oxymoron. This means that you put two words together that don't work. Forced sincerity, kind of like government intelligence. Doesn't work. Alhamdulillah. You get the idea, right? Oh, we said we was going to have some fun. Come on. Take it easy. So now we've got these words in place and we're thinking, 4 words. But there's more. Now we come to a word, salam, peace. But it doesn't mean peace on earth, goodwill to man. That is a result of what it means. Because it means to be in peace with God no matter what He gives you or doesn't give you. By the way, when was the last time you were thankful for what you didn't get today? Huh? You were thankful for not getting something today, weren't you? And you're like, no, what are you talking about? Well, you didn't get a disease, did you? Oh, alhamdulillah, no. So be thankful for what you didn't get. Didn't have a car wreck, I hope. Huh? So be thankful for that. There's a lot of things you don't get, but you forgot to say thank you for it. You only want to say thank you for what you get. But anyway, we'll keep going. So look at the next thing. Safety. Safety and security is in the word Islam. Safety and security. How do you spread safety and security by force? How can you spread peace by force? It doesn't make sense. And sincerity? How? So when our children are growing up, they need to know what Islam really teaches. What does it really say? Anybody who goes out and straps something that's going to blow them up onto themselves or the other people around them, they sure have not understood anything about this basic word, Islam. What is Islam? If you understood what Islam was, there wouldn't be a problem on the face of the earth. What do Muslims, Arabs, what do Arabs say when they say goodbye in Arabic, when they're saying farewell to somebody? Ma salama. Salama. What does it mean? It doesn't mean peace. When we say salam alaikum, this is peace be upon you. Salama, safety and security. Be in safety and security. Yeah? This is all part of this word Islam. And our kids don't know it. Our youth don't have a concept. And these people out here claiming to be something to do with Islam, Muslims around the world doing X and Y and Z, and I'm not going to give you any, we don't need to do that. CNN, Fox Network did a fine job of that, okay. This is not Islam. And I'm sorry, but if you're not doing the verb, what's the verb? Aslama. If you're not doing it, you're not a muaslam. If you're not a runner, how do you claim to be a runner? There's a word, run. Do you run? No. Then you're not a runner. I can hear that thing. Alhamdulillah. the point that I'm trying to get across, if we don't even understand this word, how many other words we don't understand? Salah is not prayer. Salah is connection. Sila. We open the connection with our God to offer our dua, our prayers. Yes? But we don't explain it. We're letting other people tell us how to think. Other people telling us what Islam is. People that have PhDs. By the way, in Texas, I'm from Texas. We know what PhD really means. Piled higher and deeper. I didn't say what. Come on. This is international TV, man. Alhamdulillah. You get the idea. If you don't really know what something is, why are you talking about it? Or you say, oh, I studied it. Oh, really? Really? I want you to do what? Get a book and study skydiving. Read all about it. But you never jumped out of an airplane in your life. So you're going to tell me about skydiving? Come on. Tell me all about the backstroke, swimming, the dog paddle, all the things you do in swimming, but you've never been in the water. But you have a PhD in it? Come on, give me a break. So anybody who's not even a Muslim is going to tell me about Islam? How? You don't even know what the word means. Now you get the idea why we need this center and more like it. I want to make a carbon copy of all of you and take it with me on the road because you are understanding, you get the message. And I'm hoping the people that are watching this right now get the message. Now, if you got the message, how many of you understood that this is your responsibility now that I gave it to you? I'm off the hook. I told you. So it's your job now. So now, how many of you didn't actually send the word Cuba to 7177? How many did not do that yet? Raise your hand. Okay, here's your chance. Open your phone and do it. Yes. If you thought I was joking, this is the part where it's not just about fun anymore. This is the serious part. Pull out your phone. Send the word Cuba. Q-U-B-A. I don't care how you pronounce it. Send it. Q-U-B-A to 7. I have to use both hands for this one. 71777. Who already got the link back? Anybody got the link back already? You got it back? Yeah? Did you like it? Did you click the link? Did you see all the cool pictures on there? My graphics artist quit, so I had to do it myself. Oops. So if there's any misspelling, blame me. Yeah, anything that was wrong with the program tonight, they're going to blame me anyway, so we'll do that. All right? Alhamdulillah. Now, here is something for you to think about, real serious. Do you see the value of having a center like this? Even if you're watching right now, you said, well, I'm not a Muslim. Okay, listen carefully to what I'm telling you. If Muslims understood exactly what Islam really is and what they're supposed to be doing, there are two basic ingredients for all Muslims to be qualified as a Muslim. Two things. And if you don't have even one of them, I'm sorry, you're not there yet. You're on your way maybe, but you're not there. Number one is to have the correct belief. The belief, because this is a commitment in itself to believe in God, the creator of everything that exists. And then you have a responsibility because you really believe in Him to have what kind of a relationship with Him? What kind? Surrender, submission, obedience, sincerity, peace, safety, and security with Him. Doing what He wants you to do and not doing what He doesn't want you to do. Is it permissible in Islam to even kill one innocent person? Absolutely not. You'll find it in chapter 5, Surah Ma'idah. I think it's verse number 37, but don't hold me to that. The thing it's telling us, though, that God Almighty, since the time of Adam's children, ordered not killing. Didn't come just with Moses. It went all the way back to the children of Adam, telling them, whoever kills one one innocent person is like they killed all of mankind. Wow! But whoever saves an innocent person is like they saved all of mankind. This is Islam, yes? This is what we want everybody to know. This is why we have this television channel. I'll tell you more about the television channel later, but right now we're working on this project. I want you guys to be responsible to do two things tonight. Two things. First and foremost, pray and ask Allah that He will accept this and make it work for us. The second thing is to be a responsible Muslim in your community right now. That's it. Be a responsible for showing real Islam. Do you really understand why you came out here tonight? Allah let you come. There are a lot of people that didn't get to come. There was a person could have sat right there or right over here or right over here, but they didn't come because Allah didn't let them. You are here, now He's testing you. He's testing you of what you will do with this time that you are sitting right here, right now. Be a responsible Muslim. What is it I should do? Let's take the D and make it connect to the fund here. Now, you got it? Fund. Fund it. Put it together. Make it happen. This community, as we heard earlier, I think he said 80% of what is here now has all been donated. All been donated by brothers and sisters just like you. So you want to keep it continuing? This is what it's going to take. This is what it takes. This is what we need to do. And you can do that right now. And it's so simple to do it. You can write a check right this minute and make it out QUBA. I think it'll cash like that, right? Good enough. 4 letters. You can remember that? Write the check. Then, as a responsible person, share this message. And by the way, do you understand what share means? I don't know. I'm thinking some Muslims are having a problem with this idea of sharing. I think there's a problem. Because I say, brothers, share, inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah, the Egyptian IBM. Have you heard about the Egyptian IBM? That's the problem. They told me in the world's problems are all, when I was in Egypt, they said the world problems, yeah, start right here, IBM. I said, IBM, the computer company? They said, no. Inshallah, bukhar, ma'alish. Oh, you get that? Yeah. When we are saying inshallah, you mean I'm going to put it off as long as I can and I hope I don't have to do it. You got that? Yeah. Instead of saying inshallah, say bi'idhnillah, by the permission of Allah, and do it now. Share that link with all your friends, all of your family. Let them know right now. You can do it with your phone. Click the link. And then share this link. Show it out to other people. Ask them to do it. If you do it right now, maybe by the end of tonight we'll already have the funding they need, and show Allah we are the responsible Muslims. We're going to do that. And for our folks that are watching this at home, I want to wrap this up for them. And because some of them are in other time zones right now, they're breaking their fast right now. And others have already gotten ready to go to bed, because we are broadcasting all around the world. So wherever you are in the world today, remember that it's the world that Allah created. And we ask Him, and you watch right here. See it? See it? What it says? Pay attention. So we ask Allah to guide us. Ihdina Siratal Mustaqim, guide us. So you stay guided. Right there. Stay guided with Guidance TV. Till next time, Assalamu alaikum. All right.
Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/GuideUSTV1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/plus-guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv, and add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV. Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/guideustv1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/plus-guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv, and add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV. Get connected with Guide Us TV. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/guideustv1. Join us on Google+, plus.google.com/plus-guideustv. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/guideustv1. Find us on Flickr, flickr.com/photos/guideustv, and add us on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/guideustv. Get guided with Guide Us TV.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala Rasulil Kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Inshallah ta'ala, tonight we're going to start with our fundraising portion at Sterling, Virginia. I got it right this time. At the Quba Institute or the Quba Masjid. Now, the name is beautiful, but we don't have much time to go into a lot of that today. Bidnillah ta'ala. Right now, we're going to start with the nitty-gritty. Bidnillah ta'ala. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He mentions certain people in the Quran, in Surah Al-Waqi'ah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَالسَّابِقُونَ السَّابِقُونَ. Those who come first, those who are the first to do, the first to act, the first to push, the first to pray, the first to give, they are the closest to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's throne on the Day of Judgment. So I'm going to ask, inshallah ta'ala, who's going to be from amongst the first tonight and reap the reward of the rest of the community, inshallah ta'ala. Who would like to start, inshallah, with $20,000? Now, you don't have to give it once. You can give it over a period of 12 months. But who will be our first, inshallah ta'ala, at $20,000? Now, what I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to pause and I'm going to stare at you. If you love your wife, now your wives are listening, then inshallah you'll give $20,000 right now. If you want a smooth ride home, it's somewhere in that ballpark, bidnillah ta'ala. Tayyib, inshallah ta'ala. What we'll do is we'll cut that in half, bidnillah ta'ala. Now for every person who gives, I'm going to make a special dua, inshallah ta'ala, for them. For right now, I'm going to make a special dua for your children. Who's going to be the first to give $10,000 for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allahumma a'tihi munfiqan khalafa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless His children. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow His children to all memorize the Quran, to all be scholars, to all have PhDs, to all be leaders for the people in this life, and to be examples for us, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, on the Day of Judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow His children to be elevated where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ مُتَّكِئِينَ فِيهَا عَلَى الْأَرَائِكِ, where they are laying down on elevated beds. Who's going to be the second, inshallah ta'ala? Who's going to follow in His footsteps at $10,000? Now we're at $18,000. Who's going to be number two, inshallah ta'ala? Who's going to be number two, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, to compete with his brother at $10,000. Now, if you divide that over a period of 12 months, you're talking about a little bit over $800 a month. Who's going to be number 2, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, at $10,000? طيب, inshallah ta'ala, we'll cut it in half. You can use your card, you can write checks, you can put your donation on layaway, you can get a rain check for your donation, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Anybody get the layaway joke? No? طيب. So, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, who's going to be the first, inshallah ta'ala, at $5,000? $5,000, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. I'm going to make a dua for your, Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa. I'm going to make a dua for your parents. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to enter the highest level of Jannah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to be satisfied with you and for you to be satisfied with them. And so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is satisfied with you both and you satisfied with Him. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to, reap the rewards of your goodness in this life. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to be elevated by your good deeds bi'idhnillahi ta'ala in the next life. Who's going to be the number 2 inshallah ta'ala at $5,000? At $5,000, Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and your family. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to make Hajj this year. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to make Umrah twice this year. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to be to pass away next to the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow your parents to be resurrected on the day of judgment with the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Who's going to be number 3 bi'idhnillahi ta'ala at $5,000? Number 3 at $5,000 inshaAllah ta'ala. Number 3 at $5,000. Tayyib, we'll cut it in half. You guys like that bi'idhnillahi ta'ala? And the sisters, don't be shy. You're allowed to give from your husband's money. It's okay, I give you that permission. But who's going to be number 1 at $2,500? Now some of the sisters, you may have been upset at that. She's like, that's my money, I'm going to give. I give you the permission to do that also. Who's going to be number 1 at $2,500? $2,500 inshaAllah ta'ala, I will make dua for your neighbors. You guys don't want to make dua for your neighbors? Like your mother-in-law. I will make a special dua for your mother-in-law at $2,500, not for $2,500. Who's going to be number 1 at $2,500? Now make sure when you raise your hands, your parents give you the permission, because I see some kids over there about to get their dad in a lot of trouble. Who's going to be number 1 at $2,500? Don't rub your nose. I see a brother over there rubbing his nose. Who's going to be number 1 inshallah ta'ala at $2,500? Tayyib, I need 10 people at $1,000 a piece inshallah ta'ala. 10 people at $1,000 a piece. Who's going to be number 1 inshallah ta'ala? His father's right there? Was that at $2,500? Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your son. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless your son to be a memorizer of the Quran. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow the Quran to be for you all in the dunya as a companion, and in the grave as a companion, and on the day of judgment as a bear witnesser for you and not against you. And on the sirat, a guide, and something that gets you into the Jannah on the day of judgment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from you your salah, your zakah, your fasting, and everything that you do in this blessed month, on this blessed night. Now inshallah ta'ala, let's get 10 people at $1,000 a piece inshallah ta'ala. I'm going to zip through the room really fast inshallah ta'ala. I'm going to zip through the room really fast, and we'll get 10 people at $1,000. Men and women, brothers and sisters inshallah ta'ala. Who can do $1,000 inshallah ta'ala? Now you guys with the boxes, Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa. Barakallahu fika wa fi ahlika wa malik. Right next to you, brother. You have the box. Who's going to be number 2 inshallah ta'ala at $1,000? Number 2 at $1,000. This is your community. These are your children. These are my children. Allahumma a'ti munfiqan khalafa. Where's the sister's box? You guys forgot? Astaghfirullah al-azim. Who's going to be number 3, inshallah ta'ala? These are our children that are growing in this community, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. This community center is, wallahi, when we don't have community centers, and I've seen communities that don't have community centers, the children are lost. And it's upon every last one of us, to give everything we can from our sweat, our blood, and our money to make sure, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our children are not lost to everything that we see outside today, to all the drugs, to all the pornography, to all the problems, to all the mental illnesses that our youth have been involved in. We can help, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ourselves get out of this by giving everything that we can, physically, mentally, and financially, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Number 3, inshallah ta'ala, at $1,000. Number 3 at $1,000, inshallah ta'ala. Tayyib, I need 10 more people at $500, and I'm done, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, for the night. Barakallahu feekum. So one more time, inshallah ta'ala. Now $500, you can take it and say, okay, I'm going to split it over a period of a year. $500, that's about $42.50 a month. Who can do $42.50 a month, inshallah ta'ala? Who can do $42.50 a month, inshallah ta'ala?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I wanted to add something here because I personally would love to have the chance to hear this dua that you made for me and my family. How many would like to have this dua for you? Would you like to join us for this? I got an idea. But let's take it back up, all right? I want the reward of giving $10,000 tonight. I want the reward. How many want the reward of $10,000 tonight? Yeah, we all do. Yes. How can we do that? Did you know there's something in Islam that when you do something collectively together, you all get the reward of the total jama'ah? So if we have 10 people who give $1,000 together, we all get the reward of $10,000. How about that? So what I'm thinking, what if the miskeen people like me could give 500 but get the reward of 10,000? How? We need, you had how many already? 4? At 1,000?
I think it's 4 out of 1,000.
Yeah, 4 at 1,000. So we still need 6 more. But how about if we get 12 more at 500? And I personally want to jump in and be part of that. So we now only need 11 more.
Yes.
So 11 more at 500. And by the way, that's about $40 a month, $42, something like that per month. Okay? But you get the reward of what? We're going to ask Allah for the reward of 10,000 because we're going to do it together. But we got to do it together. So if we don't get the number, I'm not doing it. All right? We need 11 more. But at 500.
MashaAllah. Allahumma a'tihim wanfiqan khalafa.
Okay,
That's
now
number
10.
1. 2.
10 more. Okay? Now
So
we
1, 2,
have
3, 4, 5. So we need 6 more.
6 more.
5,
Sister.
4,
Allahu
3.
Akbar, sisters. Okay?
2, 1, 0, -1, -2.
No, no, you're at 10,000, 11,000.
11,000.
We didn't do anything, but we got now 11,000.
Allahu
I like
Akbar.
this. Who else wants to join us? Now it's 11,000. Who else want to join? Join with us now and make it more.
You know, this is important because on the day of judgment, when we come to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we show on that day, on that night, when we donated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we show the world, just like we hold up the World Cup when you guys play soccer, just like we hold up the gold medal in the Olympics. Look, everybody. Look what I did. That night, I gave $500. I got the reward of $10,000, $11,000, $12,000. Bidnillah ta'ala. So if we can get 3 more people, bidnillah ta'ala, at that number, inshallah ta'ala, just that one last push. One last push, inshallah ta'ala. 3 more people at $500.
I'm excited about hearing this dua for us, too. Come on, guys. Who else?
3 more people بإذن
Right,
ta'ala.
I did calculate it. It's actually $41 a month.
اللهم أعطيه منفقا خلفا.
Two more.
One last push. Two more people
more.
for our last push بإذن
Two
الله
more.
ta'ala.
$41 a month. Come on, guys.
2 more people بإذن الله
For
ta'ala.
$12,000. 13. What are
Allahu
you at?
Akbar.
We got Four Seasons Business saying 1,000.
I'm sorry?
1,000.
1,000. اللهم أعطيهم منفقا خلفا.
Akbar.
بارك الله فيكم وفي
Allahu Akbar.
أهلكم ومالكم. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you all and myself the highest level of Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be neighbors with the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Ameen.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to see the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as the people of the Firdaus see the face of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as much as often, as much as possible. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to benefit from the palaces of Jannah, from the spouses of Jannah, from the food of Jannah, from the scent of Jannah, from the feeling of Jannah, and for the fulfillment and the satisfaction of Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to be from amongst the ones whom He said, لِلَّذِينَ أَحْسَنُوا الْحُسْنَى وَزِيَادَةً وَلَا يَرْهَقُ وُجُوهَهُمْ قَتَرٌ وَلَا ذِلَّةٌ أُولَٰئِكَ أَصْحَابُ الْجَنَّةِ هُمْ فِيهَا خَالِدُونَ. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from you in this life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate all of you and myself in the next life. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow you all and myself to be from the family of Allah, from the close people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the people of the Quran are ahlullahi wa khasatuh. وصل اللهم وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah ta'ala. How many of you feel good about this dua? That's amazing. But I wanted to talk to you about something. How do you say regret in Arabic?
الندامة.
An-nadama?
Yes.
Huh? Nada. Nadam. Yeah. Regret. I don't want you to be regretful tomorrow morning when you wake up. I really don't want you to be regretful. Because it happened to me one time. It happened to me. And what happened, I was in Medina, Al-Munawwara, at the Prophet's Mosque, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And while I was there, I had some money that I wanted to give. Not much, some riyals. But I wanted to donate it, and I wanted to get the reward for it. So I put it in my pocket. I went to the masjid, and after the salah, I was leaving with some people, and there was a lady who was begging. Hold on there. You get it? All right. So this lady, she's begging, and everybody was like turning their back like, okay, and walking past her like they didn't see her. You ever do that? Be honest. Yeah. What happened though, I followed them without thinking. And after I got by, I said, whoa, what was I doing? I wanted to donate. I got these riyals. I took them out in my hand and I turned around and she was gone. And I said, how could that lady disappear? So I went looking for her. I walked all the way back to the ladies section. When I got there, there was a guard. He said, haram, haram, get out of here, So, because it's for ladies. So I said, okay, I'll go up to the front. I went to the front of the masjid. I went outside. I went to the gates area. And nobody was begging. I went to the street. I don't know, anybody been there to Medina? You know what I'm talking about? In the street, they have the prayer rug out there, and he's got watches and clocks and stuff on there and trying to sell stuff and dicker beads. So I went up to him, and they say made in China. Anyway, I went up to him and I said, do you accept sadaqah, charity? He said, no, buy something. And I said, oh my God. I went back to the room and I said to myself, next time, don't be like that. Be ready to give immediately. Anybody needs something, give it to them. Don't qualify it. Don't say, oh, well, I don't know what they're going to do with it. That's not your problem. That's their problem. Give it. So I went back for the next salah. And when I went back, I had the money in my hand. I didn't put it in my pocket. I had it in my hand. As soon as I walked through the gates, I saw some people look, like this, the beggars. I ran over to them. I said, take this. And they looked at me like, what did that guy do, man? Must have been some big sin, right? Anyway, and it was, you know what? The sin of being bakhil, stingy. So I don't want you to wake up tomorrow morning and feel like that. There's a story, maybe you heard about the story about the people who were walking in the night. They were going on a journey and they were walking through the night. They had to get somewhere, taking a path they don't even know where they're at. And somebody was saying, oh, ouch, ouch. You know, they were stepping on these sharp rocks. And they said, yeah, oh, these sharp rocks. Then a voice said to them, some people will pick up these rocks and put them in their pocket, and they will regret it tomorrow. And some people will not pick up some of these sharp rocks, and they will regret it tomorrow. And they were like, what? But some people did pick up some rocks and put it in their pockets. They couldn't even see what they were doing. When they got far away, they slept, they woke up, and they started journeying again. And somebody said, whoa, what about those rocks from last night? Oh, yeah. And they reached in and pulled them out. They were diamonds. So the ones who didn't pick up any said, oh, man, I regret I didn't pick up any. The ones who did it, what do you think they said? I wish I would have done more. I don't want you to wake up tomorrow morning and say, I didn't do anything. I don't want you to wake up tomorrow morning and say, I wish I would have done more. We can do more right now. It's not too late. We're still here. We're still together as a jama'ah. But I want to ask Allah now, and Allah is Kareem. He is generous. And I'm asking Allah, out of His generosity, that whoever of us will donate anything tonight, that He will reward all of us with the collective amount on the Day of Judgment. Ameen. I didn't hear that. Ameen. Ameen. Ya Rabbil Alameen. So who else want to join us? This is your last chance. Don't miss this chance to be part of something really big. Join us. You don't have to say the amount. Just put up your hand. Yes, I want to join, and I'm going to be with you. Come on. Do it. Put your hand up. All right. Good enough. Alhamdulillah. And for all of our folks at home, big salam alaikum. And tomorrow night, we're going to be live again at another special place. You don't want to miss it. And Sunday night also. So stay tuned. Stay guided with
Guide Us TV.
Guide Us TV.
Here are some ways to get Guide Us TV. Via satellite on Galaxy 19 FTA. At this satellite frequency, transponder rate 5, frequency 11836 MHz, polarity vertical, symbol rate 20770, FEC 3/4, channel ID, Guide US TV. You can also download the app to your smartphone. Available for iPhones from the App Store, for Android on Google Play. And now Guide Us TV is available on Roku. Get guided with Guide Us TV. Here are some ways to get Guide Us TV. Via satellite on Galaxy 19 FTA. At this satellite frequency, transponder rate 5, frequency 11836 MHz, polarity